It only takes 2 seconds for these bugs to split from 1 to a million. At that moment, Jack in the lab noticed something unusual. Jack realized that the iron bars, which were harder than diamonds, were slowly being devoured by the bugs at a speed that was visible to the naked eye. Jack panicked. He wanted to open the door and leave, but he was suddenly stopped by the officer. It turns out that Mike realized that Jack's suit had been infested by the bugs. If Jack was released at that moment, the entire base would be completely destroyed. So no matter how much Jack begged for help, the officer didn't open the door. As a result, in less than a minute, Jack lost his breath. But the next moment, they realized that the steel cable holding the giant was corroding fast. Then the 20-meter thick tempered glass began to show signs of corrosion. Mike immediately pressed the flame-throwing switch. 100 degrees of heat instantly ignited the entire lab. But when the flames cleared, the giant was unharmed. While everyone was frozen in place, not knowing what to do, the giant suddenly raised his hands. Then it instantly disintegrated into countless nanomites. At that moment, they tried to turn around and run away. In the next second, the entire lab was completely engulfed. Even the steel doors, which weighed several tons, couldn't trap the bugs. At that moment, countless armored tanks surrounded the prison. They were ready to fire at any moment. Suddenly, the 20-meter thick steel door was shattered. Then a huge black mass of unidentified creatures came out. The officer immediately ordered an attack. Countless machine guns and cannons were fired at the bugs. However, the bullets couldn't do any damage to the bugs. Instead, the bugs grew bigger and bigger under the shells. When the situation got worse, the soldiers rushed to retreat. But it was too late. The bugs overwhelmed them all in an instant. At the same time, a driver suddenly noticed strange cracks on his car's windshield. He turned on the windshield wipers, but it had no effect. And in the next moment, the horrible bugs swarmed over him. In just 3 seconds, the 100-meter-long truck was eaten up. But what happened next was even more horrifying. Everywhere the bugs went, everything was eaten in an instant. Even a stadium with tens of thousands of people was reduced to nothingness in no time. And then, the bugs aimed at the metropolis not far away.